Good morning and welcome into ARC Southeast Texas. It is 10 o'clock on this Thursday.
Friday Eve,
November 14th. I had to check the date.
And I said this morning, December. It was like, we do, don't take what the date is. I think it's because November is flying by.
It is. We got 2 weeks now until Thanksgiving. So, I mean, blinking, it's going to be here already. Yeah. So, exciting stuff. And it finally kind of feels like we're in November when you step outside.
Yeah, if it stays like this longer than a few days, that'd be nice.
I know. We can only hope, which sounds like it might. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit cooler too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right, yeah.
Exciting stuff. And it is so nice outside. We went outside a little bit earlier for ARC at 8, and I was like, wait, it's kind of like, I hate to be like that Texan, but it's like, oh, it's kind of chilly out here.
That is always me. You know, I'm like, oh, my hair's so frizzy and I really want to wear my winter clothes. Yeah. And as soon as it drops to 60, 60, I'm like, woo.
Yeah. Well, and you get in the shade and then you get a breeze going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cold-natured too. So I think
cold.
this is the perfect place to live if you're cold-natured. But
yeah,
some fun stuff today.
Well, I already got to have some fun, and so did Angel. If you watched ARC at 8 o'clock, we had the folks from Cirque Dreams Holidays here. They're performing at the Lutcher on Saturday. Yeah, look, we got to do some double dutch.
Yeah. Oh, my.
I haven't done, like...
No shoes.
Well, yeah. I notoriously wear sandals around here, and so I was like, I got to take the sandals off.
You're good. Like, I would have busted it.
And there's Angel. Look at him go. Like I say, and you hear the cheering in the background. That's the sweet lady from the circus. She was so awesome, and they were great. Yeah, look, these two are phenomenal.
Wow.
You're like, oh yeah, you guys did good.
It looks like they're hardly even picking up their feet.
No, I know, and they're incredible. I mean, you just gotta watch them go. And we like stopped them because we were going to commercial break, but I mean, they were ready to keep going for forever and ever. Yeah. So this is a show that's going on at the Letcher Theater. This weekend on Saturday, there's 2 shows. Look at this. This was one of my favorite moves is whenever they sit on the ground, because I was like, what in the world? Like, how are you doing this?
Oh my.
Like, are you kidding? I can't imagine. So yeah, they were great. So that's just like one of the acts that they're doing while they're there for this kind of like circus themed thing, and it's all holiday themed. So again,
not missing a beat there.
Just part of it. Like, there's also people hanging from the ceiling, tons of acrobatics.
These shows are great too. So
they're so cool.
We're so lucky to be able to experience things like that just right here in Southeast Texas. You don't even have to go to Houston.
No. And the Letcher Theater is also just such a neat place too. So yeah, go check it out. We'll post on our website too, so you can find a link to buy tickets and everything, and go check it out. They did say there's audience interaction, so I don't know if it's double dutch with that too, but just be ready.
If y'all can do it, anyone can do it.
Actually, that's so true. Because they make it easy because they're the ones swinging the rope. I mean, all you got to do is stay on beat with what they're telling you. So yeah, that's one thing going on this weekend, and we'll be talking more. Of course, tons of ARC Southeast Texas coming up. We're talking some healthy foods, adoptable pets, and everything like that. But of course, before we get to all that stuff, want to get you a look at some of your headlines for the day. Lots of that local news, including a heartbreaking loss. Family and friends of a 2023 United High School graduate in mourning. Many were at the scene of his death yesterday morning. What we're learning about the 19-year-old today.
Plus, 2 women found dead inside a home and a man in custody. What police say he did as soon as they showed up to the disturbance that's landed him in a Calcasieu Parish jail cell.
And not a done deal. Jefferson County Commissioner's Court played host to a discussion about the future of Mardi Gras Southeast Texas and its potential move to Doggett Ford Park. The challenges ahead before it can happen. We'll talk all about that coming up today.
Yeah, lots of things that we've been following, including a wave of resignations hitting the city of Jasper, 2 of them directly connected to the hiring of a new police chief.
Now, Jasper City Council voted Tuesday night to hire Lieutenant Garrett Foster as the new police chief. He served about 18 years in the department. Yesterday, though, interim police chief Mike Poindexter resigned, as did City Councilman Marcus Barber, who actually walked out of the meeting in anger just before the vote on Tuesday night. Also resigning, unrelated to the police chief hiring, is City Attorney Michael Ratcliffe. He was charged with DWI recently after a traffic stop. His resignation effective Friday.
A good son, nephew, uncle. That's how Jaden Wallace Knighton's sister-in-law wants to remember him. First responders are covering his body from the LNVA canal just before 10:30 yesterday morning.
Now, Beaumont police tell Fox 4 he was involved in a disturbance at a different location and jumped off of the overpass on Highway 105 into the canal just before 3 a.m. yesterday. Maya Caleb has more.
I'm torn in the inside, but right now, like I said, I have to, get my strength together to be able to have it for everybody else.
Family and friends of 19-year-old Jaden Knighton gathered near the LNVA Canal off Highway 105 and RFD Road Wednesday morning, while first responders searched for the teen.
I don't know exactly what happened up until that point, but he was very emotional, and he felt like at that time he just was ready to just release himself and go.
Jaden's sister-in-law, Jasmine Knighton, says at about 3 a.m., she woke up to the heartbreaking news.
From my sister-in-law, his sister, his older sister, well, she called my husband, which was his brother, and let him know that basically he jumped off the canal, the side of the canal.
Divers recovered Jaden's body about 7 hours later. Jaden graduated from Beaumont United High School in 2023, and many from BISD came out to offer support.
If you see all these people here, like, you were loved. You could have came to any and everybody, and talk to us about it and see what we could do to help. But sometimes mental health awareness, people don't take it serious enough.
Jasmine has been in Jaden's life since he was 6 and hopes the world will remember him positively.
He was always so loving, so funny, goofy. He was helpful. He always liked helping people. Even if he barely had anything, he always tried to make sure everybody else had around him.
She's committed to staying strong for her family and hopes love for Jaden and sharing memories can bring everyone together. In Beaumont reporting, I'm Maya Caleb.
And Jaden Knighton's sister-in-law, who you just heard from, also calls on others to check on their loved ones to offer that support before it's too late.
Well, a Calcasieu Parish man is in jail. Deputies say he reported a hostage situation, but when investigators got to the location, they heard a gunshot and found 2 women dead. Deputies slapping the cuffs on 24-year-old Gabriel Williams, who made the call to law enforcement, but they say he lied to them. Deputies finding the bodies of 23-year-old Dallin Samar and 23-year-old Madison Guillory inside a home off Topsy Road in Lake Charles shortly after 8 Tuesday night. A judge has ordered an autopsy. Investigators say Williams fed false information to them, but that's not all. They say he attempted to get rid of evidence at the scene directly after making the call. He's now booked into the Calcasieu Correctional Center in Lake Charles, facing charges of obstruction of justice and failure to report certain felonies. His bond is pending. Detectives are speaking with relatives and friends of those involved.
Well, Jasper man was airlifted to a hospital in critical condition after being hit by an SUV. It happened just before 1 yesterday afternoon, just east of the Jasper County Airport. According to KJS Radio, 41-year-old David McCannley was walking on Highway 190 when he was hit by an SUV. First responders treated him at the scene, but then rushed him to the airport to be flown to the hospital. We are checking on his condition. And caught on camera, an armed robbery at a convenience store in Port Arthur. Police releasing surveillance video of the crime that happened Monday night in the 700 block of West Gulfway Drive. You can see a man enter the store, then moments later, he walks over to the counter. The camera capturing him allegedly armed with a weapon, demanding cash. Investigators say he took some money before running out of the store. Police are asking the public to check their cameras to see if they can catch the culprit. If you know anything about the suspect or the crime in general, you can always call Crime Stoppers. That number is 833-TIPS. And time now to get you to the rundown. We're giving you a sneak peek at one of the stories our reporters are working on.
Fox 4 reporter Sydney Ferguson is live from our newsroom. Sydney, tell us what you'll be working on today.
Good morning, Jade and Macy. I'm actually doing a story today about a woman who lost her home in a house fire. I believe the fire happened about 2 weeks ago in Vidor. Basically, this woman, Jimmy Smith, lost her home. It was a total loss. She said that she's 72 years old. She lived in this house for like this entire time. They started a GoFundMe to try to help her. They have a $10,000 goal, but they've only been able to raise $725. Now, The cool thing about this home is that it's placed on the Neches River. And so it was a big fur trading landmark back when it was built in 1902. It is basically over a 100-year-old house and had so many memories, so many family memories, so many just things that were important to her. And now she's trying to recover from that. So today we're just going to detail her journey of trying to recover and trying to raise this money to get back on her feet, and also what happened to cause this fire. And if everything works out and I'm able to meet with her, then I will have more for you guys at 5, 5:30, and 6.
Certainly a nice story there. Thank you, Sydney. You know, I have no doubt Southeast Texas always shows up.
Always, yeah. So hopefully I can offer her some help. Horrible situation to be in.
Right. Well, the Port Arthur Health Department is once again publicly posting restaurant health inspection scores after a period of only making restaurants available through an Open Records Act. The chief sanitarian tells Fox 4 the department does inspections at random without notifying the restaurant or business when it's coming. The 3 inspectors check for food safety practices and proper sanitation. In the latest report posted Wednesday, inspectors checked 10 restaurants, writing up a report card of straight A's, the lowest score a 91. 3 establishments earned perfect scores. Fox 4 paid a visit to one of them, Chipotle Mexican Grill off FM 365 East. The general manager told us he's confident the restaurant will keep its perfect score. So all A's.
I know, isn't that great? That's such good news to hear too. I mean, to do it also at random, those inspections,
Right.
so you know wherever you're going in Port Arthur, those restaurants that they've been to are good and clean for you.
Yeah, and you can pull up, they've been doing this for a few months now. You can actually like go and pull up, previous ones they've done.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of A's, so they're very clean over there.
There you go. Good news. Well, happening right now, actually, it's chili time, a delicious all-you-can-eat meal with an old family recipe dating back generations. St. Mark's Episcopal Church in downtown Beaumont hosting its 83rd annual Chili Supper and Bazaar today. It's one of the most anticipated feasts in all of Southeast Texas. Lunch is served from 11 to 2. Dinner is from 5 to 7 p.m. Adults can get in for $15, kids for $10, and there are also to-go orders. Now, the bazaar is already open. It opened at 10 o'clock, and it'll go till 7 p.m. Frozen chili is also available, so that way, if you love it that much, you can take it home. You can also buy tickets at stmarkschili.com. All the chili proceeds benefit 15 local nonprofits, and this is huge.
Wow,
They're not lying.
15. They must raise a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you can kind of see, and it's just
Yeah.
giant tables in there. People are coming and going all day long. So then you get to sit and chat with some of your neighbors and Southeast Texans who,
And you buy it frozen, so you can keep it in your
There you
freezer
go.
and, thaw it when you need it.
I was going to say, today's a good day for it, too, since it's actually a little bit chilly out there.
No.
Well, it is a race against the clock for Mardi Gras Southeast Texas and its plans to leave the event center in downtown Beaumont and move this year's event to Doggett Ford Park.
We've learned the proposed move was talked about during a commissioner's court workshop October 29th. Chairman Tim Romero and the president of Mardi Gras of Southeast Texas appeared before commissioners explaining the organization's search for a new home and the desire to move to Ford Park. Chris Coletti, the executive vice president of the YMBL, also attended the meeting, raising concerns that Mardi Gras could conflict with its contract to host the fair. Mardi Gras is dropping the carnival rides to help avoid a conflict.
Romero tells us they have another meeting this week, and he does feel confident they'll be able to iron out the details, but he admits that clock is ticking. Mardi Gras moved from Port Arthur to Beaumont 5 years ago, but didn't renew its agreement with the city. This year's event is scheduled from February 28th through March 2nd. Some feel the city of Beaumont is losing another attraction, but Mayor Roy West said that it wasn't up to the city, it was up to Mardi Gras to make the decision.
The county attorney is looking at the issues to see what can be done, and Mardi Gras is hoping for approval as soon as possible to move to Ford Park.
Yeah, so we'll, of course, keep you updated on that and see how it goes.
I know. There are a lot of we had a lot of people weigh in on how they were feeling about the situation. It was a huge talking point when it happened. Was that 5 years ago when they moved from Port Arthur to Beaumont, and then now Beaumont to another place in Beaumont. People, were saying, let's bring it back to Port Arthur. But we'd love to hear from you. You can, of course, comment on our post on Facebook, and we'll be following this story as it unfolds.
Yeah, let you know. Hopefully, maybe there's a decision by the end of this week, so we'll see. Still to come this morning, a sweet little pup, the Humane Society of Southeast Texas is here.
Welcome back to ARC Southeast Texas. We are joined again for another week with the Humane Society of Southeast Texas. This morning we have Ray Charles. Is this right?
Yes, Ray
Okay.
Charles.
Which there's a meaning behind the
Right.
name.
Yes. So Ray Charles came along with a sibling we pulled from a local animal control. Ray Charles is about 95 to almost 100% blind, mostly deaf. His sibling Shaka Khan, she's happy, healthy,
Shaka
completely
Khan.
normal. She can see and hear. But Ray Charles, he needs a little extra love in TLC.
I mean,
But it doesn't hinder him at all. He
Yeah.
plays, he
Oh,
eats. I mean,
He's so curious too.
he's a happy puppy.
Oh,
Oh,
look at him.
look,
His little face
yeah.
is so sweet too. He's just been wagging his tail too. Oh, he's smiling.
looks like I was gonna say, looks like he's smiling.
He is smiling. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what kind of dog is Ray Charles?
Ray Charles, he's a Collie Shepherd mix. So we would expect full grown around 40 to 45 pounds. So a good medium-sized dog.
Now, is he going to require like extra care?
Okay, for the most part, no. They will, being blind though, he'd need to go to a home. You're not constantly rearranging furniture.
Right.
Oh yeah.
A good trick to let them know where food bowls are is keep the same scented candle in the room where he knows, okay, this
Interesting.
is where the
Oh,
food's
that's a good
at. He knows
idea.
when he smells that candle going, it's time to eat.
That's a good trick. I've never heard that
So-
before.
There
yeah.
you go. Now he's all comfortable. He's also
So-
got like the cutest little tiny little spots on him. Oh, he likes my
Got one of
ring.
those spot
He
right
thinks
here.
it's a little snack.
Oh, he's precious.
So we did reduce his adoption fee. It's only going to be $59. So he'll be up to date on age-appropriate vaccines and neutered. He's available as of today.
He said he's about 10 weeks, so
About
he's
10
ready to
weeks.
go.
He's ready to go. Yeah, he'll be neutered next week, and then he'll be ready to go into a home.
Perfect.
And I mean, we need to find him a home because you said that you guys are about to get, I mean, a pretty
Yeah,
big
we've
amount of
got
animals.
we've got roughly 25 to 30 animals coming in over the next 2 days, and then more coming in next week. So those are all coming from community surrenders as well as local animal control facilities, trying to help reduce their population.
You're saying how tough? I mean, I know you guys are probably used to it, but how tough is that sometimes to navigate when you get that many at once?
Yeah, so on average, we get about 500 to 700 requests for owner surrenders a month,
Wow.
and we only average about 100 adoptions a month.
Wow.
So the vast majority, unfortunately, we have to decline just due to a lack of space.
Sure.
But being 100% no kill, we never euthanize for space.
Yeah.
So we just have to. It's hard to have to pick and choose case by case, but unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, absolutely. He is so
Must
cute.
Smell my. I have a dog, and I have several cats too. Oh, look.
Look at them. Oh my gosh. He's adorable. I really hope that we can, someone out there can find him and be a good fit for Ray Charles. You got to keep the
Oh,
name.
look at that. Oh
He
my.
is just smiling from ear to ear. He is so stinking cute. You got to keep the name too when
Yeah,
you get him. 'cause
it's very fitting.
It's too good.
Very fitting.
But he has just been so sweet, obviously, as you can tell, and so curious. And he's ready to just explore a little. He's getting comfortable now. And it's like, okay, where am I? What are we doing here? And so, yeah, if you are interested in adopting Ray Charles, which please someone, Humane Society of Southeast Texas, of course, and we'll post a link on our website too. He is like, I think he knows he's on camera.
I know.
Because he
Maybe
keeps
blind, but
smiling.
he knows.
He keeps smiling. He knows. He's like, this is my chance. This is my shot to find a home.
It's
So
a telltale sign of how he's going to be. When you bring him home,
He's
He's
just a happy
precious.
puppy.
he is a happy puppy. Well, thank you so much for bringing
Thank
Ray
y'all for
Charles
having
and
us.
stopping by. Still to come this morning, we'll have some more ARC Southeast Texas. Caught on camera, our friends at Grizzy's Hood News out of Houston posting on Facebook, candy bowl after candy bowl getting raided on Halloween night when the homeowners were away.
The montage shows trick-or-treaters behaving badly, taking too much candy from dozens of neighborhoods. We know this is bad, kids. Should not be doing this. In some cases, they dumped the entire bowl into their bags and ran away. My mom would have
She's
snatched me up
greedy.
and got me.
No kidding. So we thought we might have a case like that in Southeast Texas, but turns out that's not the case.
You might remember this adorable Cookie Monster who went viral on KFDM.com. Cookie Monster made a surprise return last night to clear the air and the candy confusion.
He first showed up to this Lumberton home where candy was left out on a table and a couple of freezer bags to protect it from the elements or bugs. He grabbed a whole bag and then left, but 5 minutes later, Cookie Monster returned and took the rest of the candy, sparking debate about the Blue Monster's motives. Well, Tuesday night, without warning, the Sesame Street character made another cameo on the Ring camera. It was his mom in costume communicating through signs indicating the boy didn't mean to steal anything and that he just was looking out for his sister who was sick that night. Well, Tuesday night, Cookie Monster left more than enough candy and, yes, cookies as well. In a note, the mom says she raises her kids with integrity. Look, she's pulling out
She's really making up
bags of candy. So yes, the Halloween night sign left by the candy was a bit confusing. Take one if you dare. The neighbors would love for Cookie Monster's mom to drop by again so they can return another gift the beloved Blue Monster left for them. But all is good. No tricks or Fright Night candy. Just a sweet brother looking out for his sick sister so she could have plenty of candy. I like that she made sure to have notes.
I know.
The note cards and everything. She was ready.
Kind of I don't want to say a sad story, but it's just a little sad because, it was posted everywhere and it's like, got you, you're doing bad things. And then they're like, wait, we really got to make up for it. So
And she came prepared.
I know. She's
That's like the
"Look."
third bag that she's got, and then another one, and cookies too.
Oh, well,
You can tell she definitely felt bad. The kids
yeah.
were.
It's all in good fun,
There you
so
go.
It's at least it's not that serious, just Halloween candy. So
Oh, there we go. And I'm sure neighbors, they'll probably be
could
friends
you
after
imagine
this,
just like
right?
galloping
It's a good,
away in the Cookie Monster?
it's a good way to
Costume.
meet your neighbors, I guess. So,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
funny.
Someone had to see her get out of her car and they're like, oh,
What is
you.
going on? Yeah. What is happening right now in the middle of the night too? So interesting. Well, still to come this morning, we've got Jessie Lee. We're going to be talking, I don't know if you're going to like this one. We're talking juices and detox.
Okay,
So
I'll try that one.
Okay.
I'll try it.
Stay tuned.
Hi, beautiful.
Well, good morning and welcome back into ARC Southeast Texas. We are in the break room because Jessie Lee is here because it's Thursday. We always like to bring Jessie in from For the Love of Foods to talk about some healthy options to kind of get you back on track sometimes. Also, we have to say happy early birthday to Jessie. Her
Aw,
birthday's
thank you.
tomorrow. And instead of cake, which I feel like we should be doing,
Yeah.
we're doing juices
Yes.
because last week I was like, you know what? I'm kind of feeling a little sluggish. I've probably been eating bad and everything like that. And so I was like, you know what? Let me try detox because at For Love of Foods, you
Yeah.
guys do detoxes every now and then.
Mhm.
And the juices are so good for you.
Yep.
And so we're going to make one today and kind of talk us through it. I did the 3-day one.
Okay, yeah, we do. We offer a 3 and a 5-day detox.
Right.
I mean, detox is great. About 8 or 9 years ago, I created this little concoction because
Yeah.
I would order these detoxes from California, New York. They had all these big companies who did it, and I would actually order it
Yeah.
and try it. And so I kind of tweaked it and kind of made it my own.
Right.
And so we sell out every time we do it. So we do about 50 packages every time we do a detox.
Yeah.
So we do it about twice a month. And just to kind of the quality, just because we don't do too much.
Yeah.
And so anyway, it's just to guarantee the quality of our product and stuff, but it's great. So it's something like this. You'll have a flat belly. You remember that one? It's
Yep.
a little tart.
Yeah. It was like I noticed the apple cider vinegar. You can really
Yes.
taste that.
And then has cranberry juice in it.
Yeah.
Then you have a green one, an orange one, like a reddish, like a beet,
Yeah.
it's like a beet blaster. And then you have a detox tea. It also comes with an energy ball and also either a salad or a cabbage soup. You had a cabbage
I
soup,
did cabbage
right?
soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people aren't a fan of cabbage soup, so you can have an option to get salad as well.
Okay.
But this is just one day.
Yeah.
So in a 3-day, you actually get 3 of those. And a 5-day, you get 5 of them.
Yes.
Okay, but the juices are not bad. People are like, oh my God,
No.
is it bad? Does it taste bad? Well, it's basically fruits and veggies.
You find a way to make it taste good.
Yes.
It's a good thing because you think about this, someone's like, oh, okay, well, I
Yeah.
don't know how it's all going to be. But you can taste those certain flavors, and I can tell like you put certain things in them,
Yep.
right? Like with this, is there like pineapple in the green one?
Well, see,
there
no, it's
something like that?
apples.
Apples, okay,
The-
because you can you can
Mhm.
taste like the fruit, and it makes it a little bit sweeter.
So like we have, it's celery. There's celery, cucumbers, and apples.
Okay,
So the celery and cucumber is very strong, but if you get those
Right.
apples in there, it kind of like takes away
Mhm.
that taste.
it does.
And then the lemon and lime as well. So you want to make one?
Let's
Try
do it. Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be a little loud, okay?
All of it.
Yeah, it's apples. And then we can get the celery. And you have one. Oh, okay. And an entire.
Watch out.
Okay.
It
that's it.
smells good. It really does
really
smell
does.
so good.
Before I spill this out.
It's crazy how it makes a juice and then puts all the extra over here.
I know. Yeah.
I actually, all the compost that's left over, I actually bag it up and my parents use it in the garden.
Oh, that's
Good
awesome.
idea.
Good
So
way
we-
to repurpose.
We don't, yes, we don't waste anything at For the Love. Foods.
Thank
Gonna try
you.
that.
And I mean, maybe tell us a little bit about what are some of the benefits to doing a detox?
Okay, so I'm a mom who's on the go and then I run my business. So I need a reboot.
Yeah.
So once a month I reboot. And what I do is do the detox, it kind of flushes your system out
Mhm.
and gets you a kind of, like I said, like a reboot.
Yeah.
But a lot of people use it because they want to lose weight.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can lose weight, you can lose inches, but it's just honestly great. I mean, right now we're
Yeah.
offering one next week.
Okay.
That's the only one we have in November. It's
Okay.
right before the holidays. So if
Smart.
you're feeling kind of,
Right.
you know, if you're
Yeah.
a little bloated or you want to kind of feel a little better,
Right.
this is the best time to do it. We're having one next week on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Mhm.
Okay. So check out, of course, For the Love of Foods.
Mhm.
You can find them on Facebook. And also there is a location in Beaumont and Nederland. And so
Yep.
that way you can do it. And there's different days. So like multiple, you can do, was it 3 or 5 you said?
You can do a 3-day or a 5-day, but if you're an amateur and you haven't done it before, I recommend a 3-day
Do the 3.
because you've done that. And how
Yeah.
do you feel? Do you feel great?
I felt great. That was one of the good things about it is like even after day 2, I was like, I already feel a little bit lighter, less
Mhm.
bloated, and just kind of like not as heavy. Because sometimes I
Yeah.
think whenever you're like eating bad and like
Mhm.
craving like bad food all the
Mhm.
time, it's like, okay, I need to like chill
Yeah.
out. And sometimes instead of forcing myself, like, okay, you need to eat a salad and only do this.
Yep.
Listen, I am not responsible in that sense, and I am not strict enough on myself. So like having this set up, like you need to drink this.
Yep.
on this day, this on this day, that one on that one, made it so much easier than like, okay, I need to make sure I eat a salad for lunch and da 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 da.
So we provide everything for you.
Yeah, it's
So
so
for the
easy.
3-day or the 5, provide everything. I kind of recommend you drink more water. But you asked me, can you have caffeine?
Oh,
Yes.
that's
Absolutely. You can still
Yeah.
have caffeine, just no dairy in
Right.
there. Just kind of black coffee is
Yeah.
fine, or a sugar-free energy drink. It's
Yeah.
fine, but that's about it. That's not too bad.
yeah, that was the first thing I asked Jesse. I'm like, can I still have white monsters? Because I don't think anyone wants to see me not on caffeine. Like, talk about a monster. That would not be good.
Mhm.
Waking up at midnight. It's
Did
not
you
good.
try yours
I
yet?
did. It's good.
It is good.
Here, cheers.
Cheers.
Picky approved.
Okay.
Okay.
She's gonna leave me hanging. Okay, so be
Come
sure
on.
go check out if you're interested in the detox next
Mhm.
week is when the next one starts. So
Yep.
great right before the holidays. So thank you as always. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more ARC Southeast Texas coming up.
Welcome back, everyone, to ARC Southeast Texas. And we are joined actually with the head of the Jefferson County Salvation Army. I totally had you, in all honesty, I had you convinced with the person there in Orange County.
Yeah.
But hey, they need help as well, too, during this season. But this is Lieutenant James Guzman, and he is just recently, he came here in June to our area, and he oversees the Salvation Army here in Beaumont and Jefferson County. And first, James, I must ask you, how are you liking? I know you travel a lot, you know, in your position to different areas. How are you liking calling Jefferson County home?
We love it. You know, we have 2 young kids. We have an 8-year-old son, Santiago, and a 4-year-old daughter, Sarai, and they love it. My wife and I, you know, when we came here, we were pretty impressed. You know, it's a big city feel with a small town, you know, mentality, and we love it out here. And the people have been generous and have been so kind to us.
That's
So we love
fantastic. And your wife's name?
it. Claudia.
Claudia. Okay. Well, that is fantastic. Well, welcome them if you see them. I know, but y'all been here since June, obviously. And June means that you don't have a lot of time to prepare for the holidays.
That's right.
We are here. And like you said, it's not a huge city, but it does have a lot of big city issues and a lot of people in need that need the service, especially during the holidays to make the holidays brighter. So what's the need and how can people help?
Yeah, so this time of the year, we do our Red Kettle campaign. And our Red Kettle campaign actually starts this Saturday.
Oh, wow.
And so you'll see us at all our local Walmarts, our local Market Basket and Hobby Lobby. And each of those kettles represent donations here for this community. And know that every cent, every dollar that's donated into those kettles goes right back to the community to help fund our program throughout the year, such as our homeless shelter, our feeding program, our food pantry, our youth program. And so, know that every penny that's put into that kettle has a profound impact in this community.
And y'all cover so much, like just you mentioned, obviously, you want to make sure that kids and families have both meals to eat, but also toys and stuff like that. I know you're a great partner to our toy feast that we do every year. So we appreciate that. But the homeless issue, I think we reported on it every day. I think every place is seeing more homeless, but y'all do provide, especially in Jefferson County, y'all have 2 places or 2 shelters, right?
Well, we have one shelter, and we have a shelter off of McFadden, and so that is an emergency shelter. And so anyone that's experiencing homelessness and are in need, can go to that location and have a place to rest for the night. We serve both men, women, and families as well.
And of course, you're providing services, but before to do that, especially for the kettle campaign, you need volunteers. If anyone's interested, what's the process to become a volunteer?
Yeah, to become the process of becoming a volunteer, if you want to ring bells, you can go to registertoring.com. There's also other ways that you can also volunteer. You can contact our offices, and if you want to cook a meal for the homeless population, or if you want to do, provide different services that we have, you can always call us. Another way that you can kind of donate your time is through our Angel Tree program.
That's right.
And you can actually grab a tag from one of our Angel Tree that are located at our local Walmarts, and each of those tags represents a child in need in this community. And so it's going to have their age, it's going to have their need, their clothing size, and you can just pull one of those tags, purchase the gift for those kids, and then actually bring it right back to that store. And
so you purchase gifts and just bring it back to the store.
Yes.
That is fantastic. The Angel Tree, that's a great program. Yeah. And are they out at the Walmarts already? Or
they're going to be out this Saturday on the 16th.
So everything kicks off this Saturday. Yeah. You have the folks ringing the kettles, donate to that. Then you have the Angel Trees at your Walmarts here throughout the area.
Yes.
And so it's that easy to help out. And if you want to volunteer, just contact the Salvation Army and you can get on board. So it's definitely such a good, y'all do so much. It's amazing. And you've done it for so many years. And we welcome you to Southeast Texas.
Well, thank you.
Enjoy having your family here. And thank you. Welcome to ARC. You're welcome anytime to let us know what's going on. And we'll probably be heading out to some of those locations with the bell ringers.
I look forward to seeing you guys. And please, thank you for the warm welcome. And I know that the Salvation Army and Jefferson County has a rich history. I mean, we've been serving this community since 1901.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And real quick, tell us, because you also do a Thanksgiving meal, right? Coming up soon.
Yeah, so we do have a community Thanksgiving meal that we serve to the community, and that's going to be located off of McFadden at our emergency shelter. And and so if you're needing a hot meal, just come see us between 4 and 6 o'clock.
That day on Thanksgiving. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, Lieutenant James Guzman, I'm sure we're going to be seeing him a lot. We also have his email address that we will be sharing with when we put this interview online. So really reach out to them, do your part to help the Salvation, help our community. Again, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Welcome to your family as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
and Drug Administration says it wants to remove a common ingredient in many of our over-the-counter cold and flu medications.
Medical reporter Liz Bonus explains why and what to use instead.
Hey there, everybody. Just in time for cold and flu season. The FDA now saying one of the main ingredients in many of the over-the-counter medications doesn't do you any good.
We've definitely seen an increase in viral infections in the general population, without a doubt.
In those viral infections, nasal congestion, a big complaint right now. And it's supposed to be relieved by what's called oral phenylephrine in many common over-the-counter cold medications.
This was an alternative decongestant, which especially became popular when pseudoephedrine was put behind the counter.
Dr. Andrew Straw of Ohio's Cedarville University School of Pharmacy told me since then the FDA has determined not only does it not work when taken by mouth, but leaving it in many common over-the-counter medications such as NyQuil, Sudafed, and Mucinex.
It still could cause drug interactions, and it usually is not an inexpensive thing for patients.
There's a 6-month public comment period right now before it's likely to be pulled from the market. But given it's cold and flu season right now, here's what Dr. Straw suggests you choose instead if you really do want to feel better.
But we could still use a nasal spray phenylephrine, which is much more effective. We also have oral pseudoephedrine, which is behind the counter. And then we actually have some additional options like an intranasal antihistamine, which can help with congestion.
As for why a nasal spray works when the same ingredient in a pill does not?
When we spray it into the nose, it is actually going directly to the target site and does its job by constricting those blood vessels in your nose.
When you take it by mouth, it has to be broken down by your digestive system.
Meaning that almost none of the drug will ever make it to the nasal passage.
Now, he does say that pharmacists really do want to help you be symptom specific, as they call it. So don't be afraid to ask your doctor or pharmacist for other recommendations. With your health news, I'm Liz Bonus reporting.
Well, doctors say with the amount of time Americans spend on screens, prioritizing eye health is one of the most important things we can do for our bodies.
The president of the American Optometrists Association says think about it as maintaining your most valuable tech. Here's Como's Holly Menino.
We want to keep our phones and our computers in good working order, and having an annual comprehensive eye exam by an optometrist can actually help you do that for your eyes. This website, seetheeye.com, shows if the eye were hardware, if it were tech, what it might actually look like and how to protect it. You can also find an optometrist near you to schedule an annual in-person exam. An exam can detect things like digital eye strain and can help prevent, even detect high blood pressure or diabetes.
We're going to see how well your eyes are able to see, which might lead into us finding nearsightedness, farsightedness, astigmatism, things like that. But then we're also going to check on the overall health and well-being of the person as well. So we're going to start with the front surface of the eye, where we might find signs of dry eye, infection, and we will move through the eye and might find things like cataracts, and then move on into the retina, where we can actually physically look at what the blood vessels are up to. So any host of vascular diseases may be, apparent there. And then we might uncover things like autoimmune diseases, maybe even some cancers.
Doctors say more patients are reporting their eyes hurting and feeling tired, which could be a symptom of digital eye strain. When it comes to children, doctors say they are seeing a rise in nearsightedness, especially in children.
There are some theories about spending too much time on screens, and certainly we are seeing a correlation with those kiddos getting outside, and we tend to see less of that prescription, but there's a whole host of research behind that we could have a much longer conversation about.
It's time to see a doctor if you're experiencing an achy feeling in and around your eye, a scratchy or gritty sensation, or excessive tearing. To help prevent those symptoms, make sure to take breaks from the screen and get a yearly comprehensive eye exam. Holly Menino, Como News.
Still to come this morning, Katrina Adger will let us know what's coming up at noon. Well, let's take a look inside the newsroom and talk with KFDM's noon anchor, Patrina Adger.
Trina, tell us what we can expect for your show today.
Hey, Jade and Macy. This is what we have coming up on the news at noon in about an hour or so on KFDM 6 News. We have new video that's going to be coming into our newsroom about a vehicle that crashed into a business near the 2300 block of East Tex Freeway. Also this, and we've been following this story, a wave of resignations in the city of Jasper after council selected a new police chief. Then this, the Trump transition train continues with Donald Trump making more appointments to his team. Then Jamie Smith, the Jefferson County District Clerk, is going to be here to talk to us about Passport Saturday. If you are planning on taking a trip out of town or actually out of the country, you're going to want to get a passport. And so we're going to have tips on ways that you can do that this Saturday. All of that coming up again on KFDM 6 News in about an hour. You don't want to miss it.
All right, thank you, Trina. Of course, you can watch the newscast live, and you can stream it on our website.
There you go. Plenty of options. Well, stay with us. We got our question of the day coming up next. Our KFD,
hey,
John King threw me off. Our director.
Pickle.
Okay, on our
question of the day on our Facebook page, we asked, what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? Of course, Thanksgiving is in a couple of weeks, and that is all that is on the minds of some of us.
Right here.
And I have some questions for some of you. Where is that rabbit gumbo, smoked rabbit gumbo? I mean, what?
Carrot souffle. Ooh, okay, Amy Williams. I'm interested in that.
Ham. I'm a big ham person.
Oh, Haley Morrow said ham, broccoli, cheese casserole. That's a good one.
Yum.
Cornbread dressing and gravy.
And we
Yeah,
found out
that's
the
my
difference this
favorite.
morning between dressing and stuffing.
Yes. Someone messaged us and commented and said that stuffing is made with bread and you do stuff it in the turkey, while dressing is made from cornbread. So oyster dressing, I've had that before. Mac and cheese, that's a good one.
That's a picky eater's go-to right
Exactly. Green bean casserole, also a good one too. Canned cranberry sauce right out of the can.
You know, it's funny like what people do different, because my mom, you know, she's so used to a bunch of us being so picky that she makes us our own like favorite dishes. So, I mean, we're a bunch of like roll eaters, macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes, because my stepdad, me and my sister, we're just not into your typical Thanksgiving foods. Now we do ham and turkey, but That's really about it when it comes to traditional.
That's funny. Oh, there you go. Macy, to answer your question, stuffing is done with bread and stuffing the turkey. Dressing is done with cornbread. I like, someone said, food someone else cooks. I like that one. Well, today is also, we'll go to our KFTM Facebook page and comment, let us know what you think. But today is also National Pickle Day.
This is my favorite day. I love pickles. I'm super picky, but I love pickles. And the funny thing is I don't like cucumbers. But we went to Jimmy John's and tried their Pickle Witch. It's been pretty viral the last couple of weeks. Macy's gotten it a few times.
Way too many times.
So basically, it's like a sandwich, but no bread, just between two pickles. I liked it, especially with the jalapeno ranch. I think is what that was.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I tell you to do that?
No, I saw it. I
Okay,
saw
yeah,
it
you gotta do that.
online. And then you put chips on it. So you get crunch, you get spice,
Mhm.
and then you don't have to worry about,
Delicious.
you know, the carbs from the bread.
So
So
the Vito or the turkey?
no, I did just turkey and cheese. So mine was very, very plain Jane.
You got the Vito, Jesus? Our chief photographer got the Vito.
Yeah,
that
they were
one's so good.
Today, Nicole
Good
did.
choice, Nicole.
So today is the last day, but yeah, go out, enjoy the day, eat some pickles, comment on our question of the day as always. We'd love to see you back here tomorrow.